How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, finally, we got some news from BSG. We got a little podcast from them where they went over a bunch of new information that we're going to be getting in patches, some sooner than others, but they have given us a lot of information. A lot of information to do with Lighthouse and the Lighthouse expansion and the Lighthouse trailer, along with some pictures of the new location and pictures of the new trader. Now, they said they were going to be showing us pictures or maybe a video of the bosses on Lighthouse. They said they're adding multiple new bosses to Lighthouse, but I think we're going to get that information on Monday. So when we get that info on top of all the other stuff they're going to put out, I will end up making a video on that as well. So if you guys want to see stuff like that in the future, make sure to subscribe. Also, we're trying to hit 100k subs. So if you guys enjoy my videos and you guys want to support the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I would very, very much appreciate it. Now, with all that shite aside, let's get into a lot of the new stuff. I'm going to cover everything that isn't about Lighthouse in this video, and then in the next video I'm going to cover all of the new Lighthouse stuff, including the new trailer, and we're going to break all of that stuff down and maybe have a look at all of the new stuff. So let's get into it. First things first, they went straight in and they showed off the brand new revolver that we're going to be getting in the game soon, TM, the Chiappa Rhino. So it is confirmed as a 6-shot revolver, which is going to have 4 different versions. So here it is. They said it's going to have multiple different barrel lengths, different variations and stuff. Whether we'll be able to suppress it, I don't know. But basically, we're going to get a new gun and we're going to be able to look at all of the new attachments and stuff, maybe in a future release. Also have another picture here of one of the other variations. So this is the Chiappa Rhino 40 DS. This one is the Chiappa Rhino 50 DS. So on top of there being multiple variants of the gun, Nikita also said that they are going to come in varying different calibers. So the one in the video was a 357 BHP round. So one of the calibers confirmed is a BHP 357 round. They come in single action, and then you can also switch them to double action, much like you can do with the revolver shotgun, so you can shoot them much faster. And also, we will be getting a speed reloader in the game for the revolvers. Now, whether or not the speed reloaders are going to come with the update that initially introduces the revolvers or not, I don't know. They didn't specify that, but we will be getting a speed loader for the revolvers. Next up, they spent a little bit of time talking about the arena. So the arena right now is at a very good stage. Nikita was saying they have it designed. It's settled on what, they're working on and what they're going to do with it. And right now they are preparing a single level and mechanics related to 1, maybe 2 game modes. So they're working on it right now. It's a big release that they're hopefully want to drop this year, which is really cool because we haven't really had any news about arena in quite a while. So it's nice to know that it's getting there. We're doing optimizations, working on DLSS, working on FSR, working on tweaking the AIs, which probably means, boss AIs, scav AIs, all that kind of stuff, rogue AIs, raider AIs, probably all being worked on. And then, of course, networking stuff, which is, constantly being worked on. So just the kind of general stuff like that. We get this mentioned every single podcast, so I just said I'd throw it in there. They also had 4 to 5 anti-cheat updates last week. So again, ongoing usual stuff with the anti-cheat. As we all know, it is a constant work in progress. Now, next piece. This is absolutely insane. They showed footage of this on the stream where turning on this option for people who have RTX graphics cards damn near doubled your FPS, depending on which version of DLSS you were using. So DLSS is planned for the nearest patch and it is ready. They said that it will either be dropping next week or the week after. So we're going to have DLSS sometime within the next 2 weeks. And then they also said that the AMD equivalent of this feature will be coming later, but it isn't ready yet. They have DLSS ready, but the AMD one will come further down along the line. So sorry to those of you who are running an AMD graphics card. You guys will have to wait a little bit longer. Now, moving on to the next thing. We've got permanent instruments for crafting. So we're getting reusable crafting items. One of the examples that they showed was you were like taking apart a hard drive and you were crafting 2 circuit boards. However, the screwdriver doesn't get used up while you are crafting. So this means that screwdrivers and other tools like the little sewing kits are now going to be basically a staple in your stash. You're going to keep one of them to use for all of your crafts. So this is just a little quality of life thing. And it's probably going to make those items rarer and therefore more expensive when you find them. Once you already have the one that you want, you'll be able to sell it on the flea market so other people can use them. So that's really cool. It's just going to make crafting in the hideout a little bit more straightforward and a little bit less tedious to do when you don't have to buy 20 things every time you want to craft something. So that was a really cool little change. Now, BSG showed off 2 new items. We've got weapon repair kits And then we also have armor repair kits. So I'm going to give you guys a look at both of these now. This is the weapon repair kit. It has 800 uses on it, or 800 charges to it, I guess you could say. And then this is the armor repair kit, which has 1000 uses on it. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that these can maybe be found in marked rooms or something like that. Take them out of the raid, keep them in your stash, use it to repair your slicks and stuff. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it might be the new best way to repair your weapons and your armor rather than using the traders. It is instant use. And as far as like a price point for these are concerned, I have absolutely no clue at how much they're going to cost or where they're going to be available from, or maybe if they'll just be quest rewards or something that you can craft or unlock to be able to buy from a trader. But moving on from that, we got to look at the elite perks. One of the elite perks is a 60% probability to not have durability burn, which means it won't do any damage to your weapon that will last permanently. Also, increasing the weapon maintenance skill will reduce the durability wear as well. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that when we're repairing armor with the armor repair skill, maybe we will probably get two very similar perks because they didn't actually show those ones. So those are two new items that we're getting. We've also got specific weapon types now for dailies. So for your dailies, they will ask you to maybe get kills with SMGs or kills with shotguns. So it's going to be kills with assault rifles, sniper rifles and stuff like that, which is cool. Just a little bit more variety for dailies and weeklies. I like that change. Encourages people to use different weapons and stuff on a day-to-day basis, which is nice. I like variety. And also, finally, lads, I've got a screenshot here, which is going to make a lot of you guys very, very happy. We've been asking for this feature ever since the dailies and weeklies came in. We have a change option. When we get a really shit daily or a really shit weekly, you'll be able to hit the change button and it will cost you X amount of rubles, and you will also lose 0.01 trader rep on this. So the trader rep for the most part isn't really going to matter to most people, as a lot of us at this point will have well over the amount of trader rep that we need. And also by completing the daily, you will gain this back. So it's only when you can't complete the daily, you will lose this rep. So this is really awesome. These figures probably aren't final, so I wouldn't be like, oh, this is guaranteed. It's going to cost 50k. We're going to lose this every time. Maybe for the weekly quest, it'll cost you a lot more rep and a lot more money. And depending on what level you are, I'm sure this price will either go up or down depending on how progressed your account is. So that's awesome. We're going to be able to re-roll our daily and weekly quests, which is absolutely fantastic. Next up, I've got a little video to show you guys. Some of you might recognize what this is straight away. But just have a look at this little video clip right here. How dope is this? Also, make sure to pay attention to the new animations of the plane coming in. Very, very cool. So those flares coming out of the plane will obviously make it much easier to track in the future. So you guys will be able to call in airdrops in raid. Obviously, you won't be able to do this on indoor maps such as labs and factory. At least I don't think you'll be able to. Maybe you can, they'll just land on the roof. I don't know. But yeah. And there's your little airdrop ready for you to loot with probably your squad that you might want to bring with you if you were going to do this. Now, he did say a couple of very interesting things about the airdrops. What I just showed you guys is the flare gun, which is used for calling in airdrops. The flare effects on the plane are obviously new. These are likely going to be on the random planes that just spawn in and drop them in, so it makes them much easier to track. And also, for those of you thinking you can go in with your 5-man squad and call in a shitload of airdrops, you will not be able to do this. I think it might be limited to maybe 1 or 2 airdrops being called in per raid, but obviously we'll have to wait and see until we get a little bit more information about that before I can say for sure that this is how it's going to work. Maybe it'll only be 1 airdrop per raid, but we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe there'll be like a cooldown timer on it. I don't know. So we'll just have to wait until we get more information about this. Now, this is very cool. They gave us a little bit more information about this. They said they were going to show it off, but unfortunately the footage just wasn't ready today. But the flare gun has different rounds and different functions. And he alluded to the fact that you might be able to get different rounds that call in different kinds of airdrops. So these might be, I don't know, tool specific, ammo specific, armor specific, weapon specific, attachment specific. We don't really know yet. So you guys can speculate all you want on this. But that sounds really, really cool that there's going to be a lot of different types of airdrops that you guys can call in using this flare gun. And then one of the final things that Nikita said before they signed off the podcast wasn't very long. It was only about, I don't know, 45, 50 minutes or so. They are working on graphical overhauls, which are coming. So we're probably going to see big graphical overhaul reworks of maybe older maps first. And they also said that there is a bunch of new weapons and a bunch of new gear on the way as well. That I think he said that they're going to show off a lot more of this next week. So once I get more information about this and they release some of this stuff on Instagram and Twitter and all that kind of stuff, I will make a video on it and I will show you guys as soon as I know. So lads, that is all of the stuff, excluding all of the Lighthouse stuff. I'm going to go over the Lighthouse stuff in a different video because there's a lot of new things to talk about on Lighthouse, including a new trailer and stuff. So lads, thank you very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also check out all my socials down in the description below. And also, if you made it this far in the video, check out my new vlog channel. It'll also be linked down in the description. If you want to see some IRL tweak stuff, you guys can go subscribe to that and check out all of the content that we're going to be posting on there when we get to Texas. We're going to be doing a lot of vlogging and stuff. So lads, thank you very much for watching and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out, my dudes.